Hey, lighten up, jerk!
But yeah, no, so that was a funny story. It's like this is our friend Daniel. He not the Daniel that we have on the podcast.
That's
from
who I
time to
thought
time.
at first you were
No,
referring to.
no,
so.
not him,
No,
not him.
oh,
It was
okay. Then I don't know him.
It's
Yeah.
another Korean guy that I know that's named Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So now the anger makes sense.
They know Robert.
No. Well, it's because there's this thing called K rage, and it's a real thing because my dad has it. I know a lot of Koreans I know that are my age do have it, and yeah, it's a thing to behold. You never want to be the direct recipient of the K rage, but it's like watching a lion eating a gazelle. It's just
Oh,
wow.
It's one of those train wreck things where
Yeah,
you
just
can't
like-
stop looking away.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
It's
like,
like,
what the heck is going
wow.
on?
Yeah, you never want to be the recipient of K
Right.
rage, but to watch it, as an observer, it's a sight to behold.
Yeah, so it was our friend Daniel. He's a huge soccer fan. He loves the LA Galaxy, and he's a season ticket holder. And I used to go to a lot of games with him, and he gets the season tickets in the supporter section, so all the hooligans and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Those people are lunatics.
yeah, it's a fun time. Let me tell you. And the majority of those people are hammered off their ass.
Right.
I mean, they're.
Of course.
But Daniel, he's so into it. He doesn't really drink, so he's not drunk. He's just he gets crazy about it. And so the way it's set up, where the LA Galaxy play, you have one of the supporter sections is right here towards one of the goals, and then just a few sections down over to the right, I believe, is where all the incoming fans their support group.
It's nice. They put those opposing support sections 2 sections away from each other.
Yeah.
It's here, and then they're just off in the corner, and you're looking, and everyone wants to murder each other.
Right.
Oh, and it's crazy because people are one thing for soccer fans, they have the scarves and,
The colors.
towels,
and,
and depending on the opposing team, usually the San Jose Earthquake, which are the rivals of the Galaxy, they're dickheads for one, but the but they look to steal LA Galaxy scarves and burn them and shit
trophies
like that.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, anyways, Daniel hates these guys,
God.
and he's yelling, "Fuck you guys!" And he's giving the double bird to them. He's not even looking at the game; he's looking at them and just this hate stare and
Damn.
Wow.
And it's over another crowd of Galaxy fans that are actually sitting while this support section, everyone's standing, everyone's chanting for the entire game straight. There's a guy on a pedestal leading everybody.
with on a bullhorn.
Tearing off his shirt. Everyone's painted. When the Galaxy scored a goal, their smoke bomb was thrown off in I think it was at our feet because I feel like I breathed in half of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And yeah, but
Dang.
Daniel's sitting there looking at the opposing fans down the road, just flipping them off, screaming at them, just yelling all this stuff. And there's no way they can hear him. I mean, not during the game. I mean, and then there's Galaxy fans with their kids and stuff just sitting there, and everyone's just flipping off this other section. And it was entertaining. I will say that. It was awesome. And Daniel just gets so emotionally into it and involved, and it was the end. It was the end of the game, and the Galaxy actually won that game. I think it was 3-0 or 3-1 or something.
Yeah, I think
And he was just and all the fans clear out except for the support sections because they have to be escorted out. So especially the San Jose fans, they had to be walked out single file line so that people wouldn't get into these gigantic fights. And still everyone's screaming at each other. And Daniel, we were at the far end closest to them, and Daniel's screaming. And then one of the event staff or the stadium staff or whatever came over, and he told him, he's like, "All right, man, come on, stop that." And Daniel, I think, treated that guy like he was a San Jose fan. I mean, it was. He just started going off "F you, you fucking, all this stuff, and he's like giving him the bird, and that guy's like, I'm gonna get the police, and he's all, get him then, get him. Like, we'll see
And
what.
this-
And we're just like, oh my god, dude, let's get the hell out, let's get the hell out of here.
And he was
because-
sober.
He was sober the whole time.
Stone
And
Cold.
this was like a stadium official.
Yeah, it was just a stadium usher trying to like, all right, guys, let's move
Dang,
along, let's
okay.
move along.
He
He's
was-
just
he-
doing
but
his job,
Dan-
right?
Yeah.
But Daniel's
okay.
like screaming at the fans, and he was like, "Come on, man!" And then he said something like, "We don't need the cursing," or he said something like that, and Daniel just lost his shit on
He
this
was
guy.
in rare air that
and
night.
I mean,
Wow.
and I think Daniel's dad was there with us.
Yeah, his dad-
and he
No,
was
so-
he was like trying to get him, and Daniel's just like, "Fuck you guys." And he's like, "Ah," and he was just going off the whole way back to the car. He's just swearing and screaming at people.
No,
and
the
it was just like, oh my god.
I'm like envisioning that, even though I don't know how this
No.
dude looks, I'm envisioning that whole scene.
no, and
Yeah,
the
me
funny
single
too.
file
I can
line, everything.
completely see it.
Because the
I
funny
can
part
see it.
too is like after we finally started walking out, like him and I, Daniel and I were talking about the game. It's like, oh yeah, it was really cool. Like, and but he was like he was incensed, and and all of a sudden like I looked away for 1 second because I was I think looking for you, and all of a sudden I looked back, he's gone. He
running.
saw some dude with like a San Jose jersey on, and he took off after. It's like, get the fuck out of my stadium.
My stadium.
I know, right?
awesome.
Right. I know. They always have to take ownership. It was like, this is my stadium.
This is my team.
Oh my goodness, it was it's a
It was
crazy night.
amazing. I thought I thought he was gonna start some sort of gigantic team brawl, and I'm like, wow, this is what you invited me to, Robert. This is the soccer game. Okay, let's go to a bunch more of these.
Well, one that you should have, I really wanted to take you on at one point was when the Galaxy fans, they take the tour bus up
The
to
travel one, yeah.
the travel bus up to San Jose. You start at pretty much 6 in the morning and you're pretty much drinking all day, so it's right up your alley.
Yes, it is.
So the
I'm interested now.
Sounds like it can be fun.
Yeah.
Way to
Meet
way to
a
bury
bunch
the
of people,
lead.
too.
Yeah.
yeah, but well, some of our fans didn't quite make it all the way up there because they didn't. There was one guy that passed out when we because we got up to San Jose early, and he got out of the bus, like sat on a bench and passed out.
Wow.
They left him.
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
That would have been my
sad,
fear
dude.
right there. It's like, oh, is everyone here? No one says, wait, where's? And then all of a
Where's
sudden,
so-and-so?
But
like,
no,
see you later, guys.
And it was so like where we were sitting is so it's like because we weren't playing at their because they're like San Jose's old stadium was like a junior high school like soccer field that they used to play on.
Right, right.
Um,
Because no one cares
suck.
about soccer.
Yeah, but they I guess they were playing on I don't remember if it was like Berkeley's stadium or whatever for like their football field or whatever.
Mhm.
So anyways, it was like this like 2-tiered stadium. And so our support section is on the lower level, and we're surrounded by San Jose fans, and it was great because for the majority of the game, Galaxy were leading. We had a lot of the momentum, and so the whole stadium was quiet. And so Daniel is talking all this trash to the fans. He's looking up behind him to the other fans and that are waving their scarves and like chanting the loudest, and he's just double birding them. It's like, ha ha, you guys suck. And it's like, fuck you guys. And it's like, and then the San Jose ends up like tying it up late, and then in like the what's known as stoppage time in soccer, because there's a clock in soccer, but like when the ball goes out of bounds, the clock doesn't stop, but it's they add on like a certain amount of time at the end of the
Oh,
of
is
the half.
that- is that what that crap is?
The official,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
official keeps track of the official time, and
Right.
he keeps track of that. And then after the 90 minutes or whatever, they estimate a certain amount of stoppage time. But the game technically could even keep going past that if there's action going on one side. It's really weird.
Yeah.
The rules are really weird when it comes to time.
See, that's why I have no respect for soccer.
Yeah, but anyways,
It's
in
just
that-
ambiguous. Just keep playing, guys. Keep
Yeah,
playing.
but in that stoppage time, San Jose ends up scoring the winning goal. I mean, the stadium is like shaking it, like it's erupting with all their fans.
Right.
And Daniel's like, "Man, I ain't even looking back, like, because I've been giving those people shit all night."
He's like, head down. I can't watch.
Oh man, it was.
Hey, Robert, could you pull your mic a little bit closer to you?
Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay,
right there.
better. All right. But,
I know. I noticed
Amateur.
you're always kind of like far away from the mic.
Yeah.
My bad.
It's
all
okay.
right.
It's better now. It's better now.
Yeah.
This is Robert way back here.
Dude, on the real thing, it's just gonna be like this faint whisper. Just kidding.
You just see his mouth
It's just,
moving.
it's just more
Nothing's
work
happening.
for me. It's just more work for me to go and fix the audio later. Jeez. Rob.
Anyway, that
already
Daniel
set
guy
up
sounds
all
very
of this
interesting.
stuff.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're giving him a hard time, but I would say
What up,
this,
Daniel?
I would say this stuff to his face, so
I
it's
know,
okay.
you know, you'll
Don't
have,
beat me
I
up
wanna meet
later,
you now.
please.
Yeah, you'll have. You know, you're more than welcome to come in and give your side of the story.
What's he up to now?
He's gonna come in and be like, "Nope,
he-
that's about right."
As of right now, I think he's
Like
still
highly accurate.
he's a tennis coach at Occidental College.
Oh, and here in LA.
Yeah,
Very cool. Very cool.
yeah. As far as I know, he's still doing that. But yeah, he's that guy like works out like crazy. So he's pretty. He's
Yeah,
a
he's
beat
pretty
buzz.
buff.
Okay.
He can back up
cool.
his game. That's
Okay.
for sure.
So he walks the walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talks the talk, walks the walk.
All right.
But yeah, he's a
Cool.
funny dude, and it was just he's yeah. Those soccer moments were that was funny. That was another adventure that I brought Brandon on.
Uh-huh. That was a great one, man. I was seriously visualizing.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. No.
That's pretty awesome.
I mean,
haven't
especially
talked
like,
about-
especially when like especially like the anger thing and like
Yeah.
him being Korean. It's like okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because the rest of his family, they're so calm and like, well, his sister's a little bit, kind of, also has a little bit of that like feistiness, but like his parents are so nice, they're so calm, and
Oh, yeah, his dad was like the complete opposite of the game. He was just trying to like, come on, Daniel, let's get the hell out of here. Like kind of like what we were doing. But he was after I think at one point when Daniel was still screaming at the official, his dad I think walked off. And, like, he was just like, I'm not with these
Yeah,
guys.
I'm done
I don't
with
know
it.
who that is.
Say,
I'm
done
not with these
you.
guys
I'm
anymore.
done with you.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It's kind of
Just
the
like
same way.
typical Daniel.
Yeah.